Hello everyone, welcome to my first video here on YouTube with my first multiplayer match. I am commenting this after the fact, not live, while I'm playing. My squad here is one of my usual squads. Basically, main units are the Andromedon and the Gunslinger Sharpshooter with the tracer rounds. I like tracer rounds because of the aim boost that they give, +10, which I use in conjunction with the 3 officers for support, because yeah, they're ship units. They have a grenade, which is very useful, and they have the ability to mark targets, giving +10 to aim on an enemy target. And finally, I use one Muton for the remaining points that I have. Yeah, so at the beginning of the match, I'm thinking, okay, I hear a shield bearer now, so I'll be expecting my opponent's units to be shielded. So I was saying, in the beginning of the match, I'm thinking about positioning. I'm thinking about moving up my units and setting up the gunslinger with a height advantage. So let's do that. And any other unit with height advantage is very good as well. So yeah, moving the gunslinger here to the left with the grapple is good, because I will be expecting to face enemy units on the next turn somewhere around that building. I don't know exactly how big the map is, but probably see some units. So with the sniper, or the sharpshooter I should say, then the back is safely back and with height advantage to hit enemy units. And so I will just be dashing all my other units. Usually it's safe to dash on your first turn. Usually depends on the map. So yeah, maybe you should be a bit careful about that. But it's important, if you can, to dash in the first turn in order to get a good position advantage. Because if you reach the middle of the map a little late, you will most likely run into enemy overwatches. So yeah, just moving up some units. Yeah. And let's see what my opponent does, and if we see enemy units right away. I will be expecting so. Yeah, you'll notice I edited this video a bit to cut some waiting time and be easier for you guys to watch the video. Yeah, so now I see an officer that is not shielded, which is a bit strange considering I heard the shield bearer last turn. Oh, I see another unit there, just a glimpse of one shielded. Yeah, so I was saying my opponent didn't use the shield bearer correctly. He missed at least this officer. I will be expecting this officer to shoot. I mean, if my opponent just dashed here, is not a very good idea. This is the second turn. It's not a good idea because it will be prey to my units. Once I get my turn. Okay, and I see one other officer here. This one is shielded. Let's see if we see anything else. By the way, you gotta be careful about this tank here, this white tank here close to the building. It can explode, I think, and damage my units. So, okay, my turn. So let's see if we can kill that officer on the left. And I'll begin by marking it. And yeah, 45% hit is not very good. The sniper is 100%, so that's fine. So I just need one unit to deal a bit of damage to the officer. I suppose the Andromedon, because the officer I used to mark will not be able to move and shoot. Yeah. Yeah, and now, yeah, I take this 50% shot, which is, I don't think it's the best option. I mean, I got lucky there, but it could have easily missed, and I would not be able to finish off the officer with my gunslinger, as I'm doing now. So definitely that was a mistake. I suppose I should have moved the officer, throw the grenade, and finish off with the sharpshooter. So I don't see, with this officer on the right, I don't see the enemy, so I just put it on Overwatch. Now the Andromedon. He sees him, but 40% chance is not very good, so I use the acid bomb ability here. I know it's only against one of the enemy units, a bit of a waste, but at least it damages him and makes him burn, which will lower his aim stat, which is useful. And since this is a 35% chance to hit, which is not very good, I decide to mark him and hope that the other officer that's on Overwatch will be able to kill that officer. Yeah, since most likely my opponent will want to move this marked officer, either to get away from the acid or to throw a grenade. Hopefully the Overwatch plus the marked will be sufficient to make him die. And let's see what the opponent does. Okay, he moves up as expected. But yeah, my officer only grazed, which is not good. And here comes the grenade. Should have been expecting it. And now both my Andromedon and one officer is exposed, which is bad, obviously. Let's see if, yeah, it would be nice if at least the Andromedon would live, but I'll be expecting my opponent to fire heavily on the Andromedon. Okay, another officer. Yep, grenade. And the grenade also destroys the tree that was providing cover to the right officer. And what else? And that is a Gunslinger. Whew. And I think I got lucky there too. But actually my opponent, he used the Fanfire ability, but he didn't use Lightning Hands before, so that was definitely a mistake. And he missed 2 shots of the Fanfire, and that is why I like Tracer rounds. It helps while aiming. Fanfire is very good. 3 consecutive shots with a pistol deals a lot of damage, up to 12. So if you have tracer rounds, it helps guaranteeing that more of those shots will hit. And my turn. So yeah, I can move my Muton here, which will flank that Gunslinger, which is good. I see, all 3 enemy units. My Gunslinger, is not going to be able to do much this turn, I don't think. So, should I fire or should I throw a grenade? I decided upon throwing the grenade, which I think is the best option, because it destroys the cover, that the Gunslinger has, and exposes him to my other units, which overall is better. Of course, I could only do this because I didn't waste the grenade, or didn't use the grenade, I should say, in the previous turn. So my mistake, the previous turn, kind of paid off, ironically. Yeah, moving the Andromedon to discover with height advantage is good. He has a good aim stat and will be helped with the height advantage. Yeah, this officer here throwing a grenade, yeah, will be good for exposing the enemy officer. And now, yeah, you see, height advantage, 100% chance to hit. Yep, and the Andromedon has a very good gun, so he actually lands a crit, which is nice. Of course. So the remaining officers just move to cover and try and finish off this explode officer here. Yep, first one misses, not good. Let's see about the second one. Yeah, I didn't put him more. I didn't move him further. I suppose I was. Yeah, I was thinking about a possible flank. Don't know if that was the right call or not. What I do know is that here with the Gunslinger, I made a mistake. I think I panicked with the end of turn, the time going out. Because, I moved the Gunslinger up quite a lot. I didn't move him to full cover, so it's just, he's more exposed than he has to. So what maybe I could have done is I could have moved him to the cover of a small rock before the building and putting him on Overwatch, because I will be expecting the enemy officer to move because he's exposed now, and so because I have tracer rounds on the Gunslinger, the Overwatch could have actually finished off the officer. That was a mistake. And here the enemy officer misses the Andromedon because of the height advantage the Andromedon has, and the fact that the officer is burning from acid, which lowers his aim stat, which is good. And my opponent moves this officer on top of the roof in order to try and shoot the Andromedon. He exposes him, his officer. Very risky there, but he really wants to finish off the Andromedon. I'm in cover, so hopefully all goes well. Even if he gets hit, I think the Andromedon will live. Barely, but maybe he will live. Yeah, and the officer misses, so that's good for me. So now my turn, I will most likely be able to finish off these two officers and then move my other units in Overwatch and see what else my opponent has, because I've only seen the Gunslinger and 3 officers. I know there's a shield bearer out there, and it's not enough points, because the Gunslinger is only 2500. 3 officers, it's 400 apiece, so 1200. That makes 3700. The shield bearer is 800, so that's 4500, and so I'm still missing 5000 points from the opponent. And I gotta wonder what those are and where those are actually. It's useful to bear in mind the points numbers for each unit, so you can always expect or think about what the enemy may throw at you still. So yeah, this officer flanks the enemy officer and tries to kill him. Yep, that goes well. And Yeah. Yeah, I try to shoot with my officer first because if I can put the Andromedon on Overwatch, he's stronger because he has more aim. Yep, this officer manages to kill the enemy. So now, like I said, I can just move the rest of my units up in Overwatch. Yeah, I decide to move the Muton here with height advantage, which is the best option. The Andromedon, yeah, move up a bit. I didn't move as far as I could because I was worried about incoming grenades, I suppose. Not that one grenade will not still be able to hit both of them. And now for the Gunslinger. Yep. Can grapple there, move to cover, and either overwatch with a pistol or anchor down to increase the aim bonus for next turn. Yeah, which I do. And the remaining officer, yeah, can move up a bit in full cover and overwatch as well. Yeah, so this turn was very good. I killed 2 enemy units and managed to overwatch a lot. So let's see what else is coming on. Oh, the shield bearer. And Muton hits, nice. Andromedon misses, not so good. Yeah, but this officer, yeah, manages to kill the shield bearer. And now we see, for the first time, the strongest unit that the opponent team has, and you gotta wonder why it only comes so late. If my opponent would have used him before, it would have been much more difficult for me. Because now I suspect it's only... Yeah, and the Gatekeeper misses the shot on the Andromedon as well. Which is a bit lucky for me, but you know, height advantage and cover will do that for you. Yeah, so my opponent didn't use his Gatekeeper sooner and will be punished for it. I need to use all my grenades and all that I have to shred that armor. And then make use of all my units and the Gunslinger with the sniper rifle. From safety, I suppose. So let's see. Move this officer up. Yeah, here it's a bit unfortunate I cannot throw the grenade. But actually it turned out well because, you know, the gatekeepers are to hit. And so I use the mark target with my officer, which actually helps hitting it. And here I correctly fire with the Muton and the Andromedon first because their guns can shred the Gatekeeper armor. And so after some armor shredded, the Gunslinger will be able to do more damage. Don't forget about that. And yeah, here is a mistake on my part. So, you know, you can see I think about moving the officer up and shooting. But I end up not doing that. I suppose I was worried about the Gatekeeper's gateway ability, I think it's called, which deals a ton of damage in an area of effects. But actually, this officer is at full health, so he would not have died. So I should have used the officer to move up and shoot the Gatekeeper. That was a mistake. Now, hopefully the Andromedon hits. Yeah, and it did hit. And so, more armor is shredded, so the sniper can deal more damage now. Yep. And you see here that, yeah, perhaps if I had moved the officer up and fired at the Gatekeeper, maybe the Gatekeeper would be dead already. Anyway... my opponent ends up using the gateway, but yeah, he only hits... no, he actually hits the Andromedon as well. Not enough to kill him. So yeah, he killed one officer, but yeah, it's not enough. And now all I have to do is finish up that gatekeeper. So yeah, in this match, really, I don't think I played that bad. I was not, you know, amazing either. I didn't do anything that special. My opponent just didn't use his best units at the majority of the game and got punished for it. Basically, that's it. You know, you want to have some units to support your best units. And he even had 3 officers and the shield bearer, which was good to help the gatekeeper out. But he didn't make use of his gatekeeper. Maybe was afraid of me targeting him straight away. But because of that, yeah, I can now destroy that cover and finish up the gatekeeper. If the Andromedon misses, the sniper will. Yep, but it doesn't miss. Yeah, so that's it, basically. As I said, I don't think this game was didn't do anything that special. Just, you know, by the book play, little mistakes, not so bad. Yeah, and my opponent just didn't make use of his units correctly, I don't think. And yeah, I was happy with my use of the height advantage. You know, I dashed my first turn, and because I knew I had to try and, you know, fight for priority, should I say, in this building over here, and that paid out. You know, that turn where I had 3 units on Overwatch, they killed the shield bearer coming up. My Andromedon with the height advantage was able to kill the enemy Gunslinger as well. Yeah, basically that's it. So anyway, everyone, thanks for watching. I will be posting more videos of XCOM multiplayer matches in the future. I hope this was interesting and you know, you learned something from it. If you have any comments, please do comment below. Like these videos if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and yeah, provide me with feedback because I'm starting out, and I would like to hear feedback from you guys to see how I can improve. And yeah, so again, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next videos.